All right. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Town of Southbridge Joint Education Human Services Subcommittee / Town Council meeting. Today is Monday, November 10th, 2025. It's 5:45 p.m. in the Veterans Meeting Room. It's being recorded by audio and video. Agenda item number 1, call to order. Agenda item number 2 is roll call. Councilor Montigny is present. Councilor Provost is excused. Councilor Ortiz is not here. We'll have Councilor Lazo
Present.
and Councilor Chenier present, filling in. Agenda item number 3, review and discuss the town manager's appointment of Pam Chenevert as the library director based upon the library board of trustees' recommendation upon successful completion of all hiring requirements, and entertain a motion to recommend to town council for approval.
Second.
Madam Town Manager.
Mr. Chairman, through you.
Yes.
I'll tell you a little bit about our process for the hiring. The position was posted the day after Margaret Morrissey formally submitted her notice, which yielded 4 candidates in total. At the September 23rd trustee meeting, Library Board of Trustees, they formed a screening committee, subset of the board, which met on September 30th. 3 candidates were advanced to the interviews. 2 candidates accepted the interviews and 1 withdrew due to the traveling distance to Southbridge. Those 2 interviews were conducted on October 20th and the 23rd of October. The board voted to select Pam Chenevert as the next director at its usual October board meeting on the 28th. We do have some board members here if you have any questions about the interview process. A little bit about Pam. She has been the library director in the town of Paxton since July of 2021 and held the previous role as a previous role in the town of Paxton as the assistant director from April 2019 to July 2021. She has 10 years of combined library experience. She has her master's in library science from Penn West Clarion. She also holds a certificate of professional librarianship from the Massachusetts Library Board of Commissioners. I had the pleasure to meet Pam for the first time and getting to know about her background a little bit. She had shared with me that she is happy and excited to be back in Southbridge as she holds her first, experiences for her love for the library in the town as a child here. And I'm happy to bring her recommendation forward. And I'm looking forward to working with her, hopefully.
All right. Does anybody have any discussion at the table? Does anybody have any discussion out there? Yes?
Bernadette Mead, Vice Chair of the board, of
Yep.
the Library Board.
All right.
We wholeheartedly recommend Pam for this position. We interviewed her and quite impressed, and we think she will be a very positive addition to our library and to our town. So we've unanimously recommended as a board her candidacy.
I'd just like to say to the Board of Trustees, thank you very much for the work that you do. And I am going to be proud to support your recommendation on council floor. And I welcome you back to Southbridge.
Thank you.
I knew you.
I know, you look so familiar when you walked
Everyone
in.
says that anyway, whether you know me or not. But
Yeah.
Well, the Chenevert family from South, I'm saying,
correct.
the big family.
Absolutely. All right.
Welcome.
Well, if does anybody have anything else left to say? All right. Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous of all present. So it's a positive recommendation, and the next meeting is next Monday.
Correct.
For full council. All right. Agenda item number 4 is review, discuss a contract for continued use of the community center by the Veterans Council of Southbridge, and entertain a motion to recommend to council for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Through you, this is something that Councilor Adams brought to Town Manager Jovan prior to his leave, and it's for to authorize the recurring use of the Veterans Council for the community center on July 3rd and 4th of every year, and it's to use the facilities for the Lemire road race. So I put this agreement together to, the scope of what the facility will be used for and just outlining the requirements to use the town facilities.
All right, Councilor Shinner.
It's kind of an unusual, usually it's left to Katie for the people that use the community center. Why does it have to come to council?
So because this is a reoccurring use, so we're making it into like an agreement for the reoccurring use. And we do have an application process for any use of town properties. It doesn't matter if it's, town fields, town hall, the community center.
I just think it's an unnecessary step to go, for the people to go through, and as Katie's there she's in charge of it, and she knows what needs to be done. So I just think it's an unnecessary step, but if that's what they want to do, I have no problem with it.
Is this not just kind of putting in writing that the Veterans Council is allowed to use it every year?
That is correct.
I mean, unnecessary, but maybe more like just extra covering the bases. Councilor.
I think what we have to, I understand what you're saying, George, but I think when we talk about the road race, I mean, you and I grew up on Everett Street and Elm Street where the road race always was launched off of the VFW, where the VFW would go along there. Then it went to the YMCA, and we, thank the YMCA for that. I think this is a perfect location. And I think that when you use a community center, I think you're going to be scheduling it annually. Am I fair to say? I'm sure Dave Adams can add more to this, but I'm a fan of this. This is off the beaten path, not in the main thoroughfare, where it would work very well.
Yeah, and maybe to Councilor Adams, this is not on like a Tuesday end or anything where it would interfere with potentially elections. It's kind of in the weekend in between.
It's
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. So I kind of briefed it at the last town council meeting that we were approached by the race director and a few others to take over the Lee Knight J. Lemire road race. It's the second longest continuous road race in the United States behind the Boston Marathon. That could be argued at any point in Shellgate. But that being said, we were approached. The Veterans Council actually sat down and voted on it and had a couple of meetings, so we understood what would take place for us as well. And so that was one of the things. We wanted to ensure that we had the 3rd of July to maybe if we wanted to set up the dinner, pasta dinner for them, and then bring the public in to either raise funds or for the racers to eat the day before. And then the 4th would be 4th of July. So it's after the elections.
Yeah, Harry, I'm thinking June. My
It's a
mistake.
holiday.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that was just an easy thing for us. And we said the community center because we wanted something that's going to stay there, hopefully the rest of my life. And the Veterans Council will take it for the rest of, as long as we stay there. I agree with Councilor Shenyer. I had thought the same thing about why would we need this? Because normally we would just put the request in.
Right.
But this kind of ensures, and it's my view, ensures, I think like you guys said, that it's gonna happen every 3rd and 4th that we'll have that facility and nobody can step in its place just in case, unless it's rescinded by the council.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what they want to do, I just felt that it falls into Katie's purview, and that Katie should work with the Veterans Council to make it work. That's all.
Well, I think this is appreciate Southbridge trying to build a partnership through the Veterans Council with a prestigious road race, and I'll support it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to support it.
I think this is putting it in place where nobody can move it.
Right.
If you've got a different department, and I'm not saying Katie would do anything, but say it changes, someone says, no, I want the 3rd, no. This was voted by the town council. It's stamped and received and accepted. On the 3rd, they're going to get it, and on the 4th, they'll run the race, which will be continuing the Southbridge tradition of the race, which I think is big.
We're speaking on increasing that road race. It's a 4.9 mile road race. Why it went to 4.9 instead of 5.0, who knows? But we've had discussions to change just to bring more runners in. And the current director, she's done an amazing job taking over from the VFW. And she has about 120 to 140 runners every single year. And so our families every single year, so it's growing. Our intent is to grow it and make it better, like we've done with a few events as well throughout the time. Thank you.
Yes.
So I purchased, in my younger years, I was a racer, and I participated in this race. And I think having it at the community center, you're gonna open your opportunity to have an expansion of this race in the sense that you know, when we picked up our tags, when you go to all around, I've been to all 50 states, yeah, every 50 state. And you go to the when you pick up your tags, you go to like a pre-race, and there's vendors there, you pick up your tags, so you could even bring vendors in, it's usually the day before the race, you would bring people into town, because that's what you did. I mean, you went to that, if there was a pasta dinner, you went to the pasta dinner, you picked up your tag, you picked up your gear bag, and I think it would be a great opportunity, and then people will get to know, like when you go back to a race, you get to know where you're supposed to show up. And I think you would bring a lot more foot traffic into your town, into our town, and it would be a win-win situation. Great idea.
I thought of racing, but the best race I could do is to the kitchen table.
I'm hoping Adams runs in the next one.
Well, I did a few times, so I don't know if I'm doing it. But I agree with Councilor Shannon. It's usually no buffet. I got it.
No, my father's run this race multiple times in the past, and I'm very excited to see Southbridge having something to do with it at the town level. So thank you very much. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous. Agenda item number 5 is adjournment.
So,
All those in favor? And that's it. It's 5:56.